Hi there, my darling Leos. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to your reading for the week of August the 18th. If it is your birthday this week, my darling Leos, a big mwah, happy birthday from me to you. I know there's only a couple more days from the 18th to, I think, like the 22nd of August, but my son is the 22nd of August. So a big happy birthday to my beautiful son, Braden. He does not watch tarot, but that's his loss. But no, he's very spiritual anyway. But my beautiful boy, he's a beautiful Leo. So I have a very soft spot for Leos. My husband is also a Leo. So yes, big happy birthday to you, my darling Leos. All right, let's get into your reading. So we're going to start off with an overarching energy using the Moonology manifestation cards. Then we'll move on to 3-card spread using my Michelle Knight tarot cards, and then we'll finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Leos, what messages does Leo need to know for this week of the 18th of August, 2025? So we're out of Mercury retro shadow this week, and hopefully things will start moving forward for you, my darling Leos. You've got first quarter moon in Virgo. Assess the situation, my darling Leos. So there could be something that's come up for you, and this could be, now that we're past all that retro shadow energy, all that, retrograde energy, it could be a good time now to take a step back and just, or put into action what it is that you have been assessing while this Mercury retrograde has been going on, my darling Leos. So, we'll just have to dig in a bit deeper to see what that's about, but let us consult the tarot and get some messages for you. What does Leo need to know for the week of August the 18th? What does Leo need to know? Six of Pentacles, King of Swords, and the Six of Wands. I love it. I feel here I can already sort of see what's, happening here, but I won't jump ahead just yet. So what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I will intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles is that energy of reciprocity. So it's energy of give and take. You can see here the scales of balance. Here, it is a card of restoring balance, my darling Leos, or making sure that you're not giving too much and make sure that you're not taking too much, my darling Leos. So, it'll be different for everybody, but, I just feel that there is that balance being restored. That's what I'm hearing. That's what's popped into my head is, balance to be restored, somehow in your life, my darling Leos. It could be that, that the energy for you has been, either too much of you giving of yourself or too much of you taking. And this is why, it comes in that you're being asked maybe to assess the situation, assess whether that has been the case, my darling Leos. Assess whether, your energies have been balanced here, and balance them. That's pretty clear from what I'm sort of seeing with that Six of Pentacles card. And then you have the King of Swords. So I feel for you, my darling Leos, that you're presenting here as the King of Swords. That you're in that, with that assess the situation mode, that you're in that mode of, cutting through the crap, so to speak, and just focusing on this situation, my darling Leos. I'm very drawn to that assess the situation card. Like, I feel the overarching energy this week is important for you to take note of, my darling Leos. So, and you can see here the King of Swords, the King of Swords is all about, I mean, he's, the court cards are, they're male or female. There's no gender in the tarot, so don't worry about that. It's just the energy of the card. And the King of Swords is, he sits on his throne in knowledge and wisdom. He has gained all the knowledge and wisdom that he needs. And I feel that that is you. Like I said, with that Six of Pentacles card, I feel that you have gained the balance back. And if you haven't, you need to. And you need to embody the energy of this King of Swords, my darling Leos, to be in that energy of indifference. Not to be cold, because the King of Swords can be quite cold, but more to be in that unemotional energy, if that makes sense, my darling Leos, to not bring emotion into whatever this situation is what I feel you need to do, or would serve you well this week, my darling Leos, to not get emotionally involved, to just be logical, to be thoughtful, to be, to be logical and thoughtful, I feel, is sort of the energy that you need to be in. Maybe speak your truth. He, sits here holding the Ace of Swords. Well, that's what I like to say, that he sits holding the Ace of Swords, which is the sword of truth, my darling Leos, and it cuts through any of the crap, and it just gets to the heart and the truth of the matter. And I feel it would benefit you this week to embody this energy, my darling Leos, because when you do, here comes the Six of Wands. This is you being celebrated for some kind of victory or success. You can see, she's on her white horse. It's like she's come back from some kind of battle or some kind of journey, my darling Leos, and she has the victory wreath here, and she's also got the crown on her head. In the traditional tarot, this is actually another victory wreath around, the head. Their head. So, I feel that there is the potential, my darling Leos, for you to feel that you're having a win here, my darling Leos, if that makes sense. You can see all these people here, they're celebrating her, him, like I said, no gender in the tarot. In this stance, it's a her. But they're celebrating this person. They are putting them on, a pedestal of some sorts. They are, cheering them on, my darling Leo. So it could be that you have people this week cheering you on, which would be a divine energy for you. But I just feel that it's important for you to, assess the situation, get to the heart of it, and this could potentially be your outcome. Being unemotional with, an outcome or, a situation, goal, wish, dream, whatever that is, will benefit you, because you'll be able to see with embodying the King of Swords energy, you'll be able to see the heart, the truth of the matter, my darling Leos, and become victorious. So I love this for you. And look, I've already put the whole reading together, but yeah, just to give you a recap, assess the situation. I feel that's important, and I feel that is what you will do as the King of Swords here this week, is assess whatever situation is, in your life right now, balance your energies, bring the balance back to the situation. Don't give too much to it. Don't, take too much from the situation. Find the truth of the matter, my darling Leos. Sit in the knowledge and the wisdom that you have gained, so you can assess the situation, move forward, and become victorious, my darling Leos. Oh, I'm loving this for you. So yeah, big, beautiful energies coming in for you this week, my darling Leos. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. I am very active and interactive in the comments. I'd love to know if this, resonates with you. Pop it down below and let me know. And, if you've got anything to say, if you can see something that I can't, please put it in the comments. I do not mind at all. All right, let's get final messages for you, my darling Leos. And yeah, here it comes. Get more information. You can't make this up. This is the universe saying I meant what I said. That is the King of Swords energy, is getting more information, getting to the heart of the matter. You know, even with the Six of Pentacles, is getting to the heart of the matter, restoring balance. Yeah, look for a sign, they say. There may be some kind of sign, for the sign, the synchronicities, whatever it is. Yeah, very important for you this week to listen to your intuition, my darling Leos. You know, that could play a big part in this week, is to trust your inner ding, as Lohi Say used to say. A year from now, they say, there's something better. Yes, there is. Now, don't panic with you thinking, oh my God, I've got to wait a whole year. It's not really, not what I'm meaning here, but I feel that, you know, come back to me in a year's time and tell me that this, you know, whole chain of events didn't, you know, work out, you know, more in your favor, my darling Leos. But I can see some beautiful energies coming in for you this week, my darling Leos. I feel that things will be starting to move forward for you. So thank you for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon.